Welcome. This is a secret mission only designed for geometry students. I would appreciate if you listen to the following instructions. Let's begin. Sorry, my face is too big. I'm just like shrink a little bit. Okay, here we go. Alright guys, welcome. Let's get started. I got my pen here and we are going to do some math. So, first problem here is this one we're going to do. A bookcase is 4 feet tall. A model of the bookcase is 6 inches tall. Why you have a model of a bookcase, I don't know, but let's do the ratio. So I'm going to flip screens over here. So we have a 4 foot tall bookcase compared to a 6-inch model. So what we want to do is we want to do our ratio, and we want to make sure that we have the same exact units and it's simplified. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert 4 feet into inches. To do that, we can take 4 feet and put it over 1, multiply by, well, we know that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So the feet are going to cancel each other out. 12 times 4 is going to be 48. So this becomes 48 inches over 6 inches. Now, I showed you that little trick on the calculator, I believe, in class. If I didn't, make sure you ask me what the trick is, because it does save you a lot of time. It looks something like that. I don't know if you can really see. Hit enter, and it tells us we get 8, or this would be 8 over 1 is our ratio, 8 to 1, and we're going to leave it in inches. Okay, simplified, same units. That's what we want to see. Alright, let's get back to our problems. So, problem 1, done. Now let's go ahead and take a look at problem 3. Are the two polygons shown below similar? We need to show all the angles are congruent, and we need to show that the ratios of the first polygon to the second polygon is good. So here we go. To do this, we see that we have 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, so all the angles are congruent, and then we got to compare 8, 4, 6, and 10. Okay. So, thinking about that, 8 and 4, 6 and 10, we're going to actually match up the 8 to the 6 and the 4. No, wait, I did that backwards, I believe. Let's take a look at it one more time. 8 is going to go with the 10 and 4 with the 6. That is what I meant to do. 8 with the 10 and 4 with the 6. Alright, we want to go ahead and reduce these and see. Now, I know 2 will go into both of these. That becomes 4 over 5. And over here, I can reduce both of those by 2 and get 2 over 3. So looking at the 2, I do not see them having the same proportion. So we know that these two shapes are not similar. Okay? They had congruent angles, but their sides are not proportionate. So we cannot use this one. Okay. Looking down, we're going to actually do our own proportion problem. So let's go ahead and do our third problem. And this is our own proportion problem, much like the one you're going to see on the test. So I have it right here. I'll write it down up here. So we have 5. Let me just double check something real quick. I believe that's too high. Let's lower it down just a bit. 5 over x plus 1. And then we're going to do equals x minus 4 over 10. Okay, for this problem we want to make sure that we use cross products. So 5 times 10, we get 50. And then that's going to equal, we're going to get x plus 1 and x minus 4. Okay? Now, let me see here. Whoops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Let's get a different color here. And I want to distribute the x to the x and the x to the 4, and then the 1 to the x and the 1 to the 4. So when we do that, we're going to get x times x, or x squared. That's going to be plus, sorry, not plus, minus 4x, and then we're going to get plus 1x, and then we're going to get minus 4. And this all equals 50. Okay, we're going to combine like terms here, negative 4 and positive 1. That's going to be a negative 3x minus 4 with the x squared, and that's going to be 50. And we're going to subtract this 50 over to both sides. So let's go ahead and switch the color up yet again. I don't want that color. Let's do something blue maybe. Subtract 50 from both sides. And we're going to get x squared minus 3x minus 54 equals 0. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite that and erase this stuff, so make sure you have it written down. So let's go ahead and do that. So that was x squared minus 3x minus 54 equals 0. Okay? So we want to go ahead and take this and figure out what two numbers are going to multiply to give me 54 negative and add to give me negative 3. So the answer here is going to be a negative 9 and a positive 6. So if we add those together, we're going to get negative 3. We multiply them, we're going to get negative 54. Okay, set each one of these equal to 0. We're going to get x minus 9 equals 0. And we're going to get x plus 6 equals 0. So essentially we'll get x equals 9, and we're going to get x equals a negative 6. Okay. Alright guys, so there's the problem. We did FOIL, and we also did some factoring on that guy. And let's go ahead and get to our last problem. And our last problem is going to be right over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two questions right here. Are the triangles similar? If so, write a similarity statement. One, I can see that we have one angle here and one angle here in common. And what else do I have? Well, I can't for sure say these are congruent to each other because I don't know if these are parallel. So it looks like I have one angle. I don't have any information about the sides except for I know the side's congruent. If it's congruent, that means it's going to be proportionate. So I have one side, but I don't have enough information. If I had parallel lines, I could do something. But number 11 is going to be not similar. Okay, so that one does not work. Let's take a look at 12 though. 12 could potentially work. We have an angle right here. So we have two angles that work. Now we got to do some comparing. So I'm going to choose to do 3 is the large to 9, which is the large. And I'm going to do 2 to 8. So we're doing large, 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 large. 3 goes into both of these. That's going to become 1/3. And 2 goes into both of these. This becomes 1/4. So again, not similar for this one either. Okay. And let's just take a look at one last one. I'll do 14. This will be our send-off guy. But we have one angle right there, and we have another angle there. And we want to make 2 marks on that guy because he's different. And so we have 2 angles, so we look like we're good. We just have to write a similarity statement. So triangle ROT, ROT, is similar to triangle. And then we're going to do FLT. Alright. There you go. Just a nice little simple video, nothing too fancy. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.